What's up, Hippo lovers? Welcome to the semi-final, TheViper against MarineLorD in a best of 5. We have, as you can see, Arabia starting as number 1, and then 4 home maps. We also have some civilization draft over there. Starting this one off is MarineLorD in the blue trunks. He is playing as the French, and TheViper in the red trunks is playing off with Ruse. I will change the colors at the very top for you guys. How do I... okay. Well, you will take a look at the corner a bit while I update that, and it will be prettier and more intuitive for you if you try to read the scoreboard then. MarineLorD already getting quite some deer kills here. The Viper on the other side already got 1 deer spot, getting the second one, and third one at the top not being taken. So it will be 2v2. When it comes to the deer spots, and Viper sits at 155 bounty, will easily get tier 1. Maybe some more wolves for him, but would need 3 wolves and some sheep here, I would assume. Well, won't be that easy. This is the moment where I ask you for predictions. Viper at the left-hand side, MarineLorD at the right-hand side. I will go with the 1 score versus 3 score prediction here. I think MarineLorD should be the favorite. Simply winning 3 Winter Series events. Viper took some time off, played a lot of Age of Empires 2. Not the craziest performance during the week. Obviously, now it feels like he's in really good shape. 13130313. So lots of people see MarineLorD as the favorite here. Ooh, that will be interesting. Interesting to see. Yeah, so not a single real Viper prediction. Oi, 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 oi. Well, let's see. Viper told me that he has a plan. I obviously felt like I could give him some advice. Denied. I want to see what Viper does this game now with the new rules. I don't think it changed too much. Early wheelbarrow? What? Actually not too bad. You're always floating gold. And this is interesting. Oh, and he will easily get 250 bounty as well. Wheelbarrow this early on. Increases the carry capacity for villagers by +5 and the movement speed by +15. So the shorter the distance, the less effect it is for them though. Goes for the Golden Gate now, and I think this actually means that he's not going for professional scouts. Wooden Fortress now. I'm a bit surprised. Like, especially at the start, wheelbarrows shouldn't really do much. Should do the most for farmers and villagers that walk quite far. Viper might still go for gold here, still needs a house. Dropping off wood now, 46 wood. Oh, waiting some more, okay. Oh, dropped off multiple times, not enough wood. And that villager won't pop out. Maybe drop some more now. Still around with his scouts. Still don't see him getting professional scouts here though. Oh, interesting. Viper could have gotten deer quite easily here at the side. And let's see how MarineLorD is opening this one. So 1 knight first, relatively big amount of wood here. Viper tries to go for some kills, but won't really find them here, what it looks like. 18 HP, some more harassment on the gold. And that's kind of it, right? Will delay professional scouts quite a bit, but MarineLorD doesn't even have a mill, so delaying it either way. And there will be 1 knight, probably scaring those scouts away. So Viper has to be happy with this start here for sure. Villagers should be really efficient and lovely move. Low HP villagers staying at home. Unhurt villagers, except the one with 46 HP, is going forward. Viper now moves around a bit. Low HP scout being pushed away. And Viper might be dancing a bit more there. But that just means that he's super uncontested at home. And now he's going for a barracks. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so kind of expecting some aggression. MarineLorD should probably see that. Indeed, scouting the barracks there. will give him a good idea of what's up, and is going for the archer range to counter that. Wheelbarrow are more like defensive upgrades rather than production. It makes your villagers move fast in case of French knights raids. But, like, where is the French knight raiding? Like, wooden fortress here. I think, yeah, it's nice if they walk faster, but you could have delayed it after professional scouts if you wanted to go for them. I think it's mainly for economy. I would be really surprised if we see a lot of knights raiding relatively early. But yeah, I can absolutely see your argument. How that's an undervalued thing as well. Now the wood upgrade as well. TheViper plays it really, really economy heavy. And now double archer range follow-up. By only one villager, would have loved to see a second one pulled. And indeed, that's what TheViper is doing. So Spearman archer play. And MarineLorD still without a mill. Okay, goes for the mill now. 192 gold, still quite far away. Let's see if he goes for later transition. Did he do textiles? I would be really surprised. Yeah, we rarely see people go for that. And yeah, professional scouts now coming in. We'll stay on some deer, probably now adding some more scouts, indeed the case. So we'll have 3 scouts in total. Still easy deer patch at the bottom, one at the top for him. Speed won't really matter that much. Viper goes a bit to the top, but still ignores that fact. And now, upgrade on the spearman. Went for hardened and could maybe intercept a bit. And if he gets like some reasonable amount of archer spearmen out, maybe he can intercept the professional scouts. Would be interesting to see. 4 scouts around as well. And that's an interesting army mix now. What do pro scouts give other than being able to pick up hunt? Extra stats? Nope. Just pick up hunt. But just imagine. 7 times 350 food under your TC. That is way faster than berry collection. It's just a really nice thing. Because you can't really get raided under your town center. Wooden fortress gives you an aura. Indeed, 20% more wood collection rate. And in that area, so as you can see, the Viper here, that lumber camp is under the influence of the wooden fortress. The same effect is done by the coral tie, the other advanced 2H2 landmark. Oh, first archer could go down. Might this be the first unit that actually is under real threat of dying in this game? It felt like a lot of stuff is happening, but no real kills. Okay. Now 1 kill here. Knights are coming in. Would be surprised if they find too many kills. Now nice blockage here if that was intentional. Knights going really low. 124 HP, 112 HP. Viper continues to chase down. Has to be happy with his first engagement. Scouts might even find some kills here. Let's take a look. Trying to block. Knights are going for some more damage. 1 knight down. Viper with a really good first engagement here. Has to be pretty happy with how this one is going. Scouts looking over the stealth forest, and Viper sees, okay, there are no more scouts in your army. What's happening here? And that food is running dry pretty soon. Ooh. Viper now sees, oh, those carcasses are at a weird spot, my friend. And actually, they are not as many as I saw last time. Only there should be 7 around here. Where are those dropped off? Am I confused? Hidden from me. Okay, I will allow it. I was like, where are all the villagers? Oh, and now the archers. And that's the big difference here. Now that you see the difference with the 35% movement speed. Will the archers actually find a kill? Feels like a drop-off was done here. So 1 carcass being left alone. Archers trying to chase down. Oh, and we see 12 HP, but getting away. Now goes on to gold. And Viper with quite some nice harassment here. Quite some production behind this one as well. Double archer range, 1 barracks. But now the potentially big engagement. Scouts around here at the top. Still being a bit annoying. Viper has to disengage though. Archer numbers not the craziest for him. Blacksmith is for siege engineers. Oh boy. Has the +1 attack for his archers on the other side. We don't even have a blacksmith yet. So no upgrades on those archers. Obviously, siege engineer is something that he would absolutely not need at all. That's quite a big chunk of army. I'm really surprised by this. Focuses down the archers in the back. Spearmen now at the front. Shouldn't really chase too far. Good control. Good control. And MarineLorD really struggling with gold income here. As you can see, not a single villager on gold right now. 58 in the bank only, so we don't see too many more knights. Has to mix in some horsemen now. Well, the Viper wants to camp that one. But MarineLorD, the sneaky guy, just goes for the deer of the Viper. And now the first ram. Ooh, and the big question is, where do you go for? Do you go for the School of Cavalry? Do you go for the archery range? Do you try to make a run by and go for the mining camp first? Look at all those units streaming over. I think maybe a second barracks could have been an option. Not really happening though. Okay, second ram. I think, yeah, look at that. Viper instantly goes for the archery range. Doesn't care about the School of Cavalry. Sees that he has that many spears. So knows that he will have a good counter. And School of Cavalry obviously 5k HP, while the archery range only 1500 HP. So if he wants to take out one building, just so much easier. Now chases this one down. Spearman bracing, but pretty far away. Will get an easy night kill regardless though. And archer range, well, down to half HP. Another horseman spawning. Viper tries to engage here. Nice blockage for sure. Archers are chasing this one down. Ram now attacking the School of Cavalry here at the side as well. And more engagements. I'm not sure if Viper really wants to take that one. Spearman a bit out of position. Archers focusing down. The other archers a bit better now. And Viper with quite some nice aggression. Archer range survives though. Viper with a misclick. Oh no, pulled in his own ram there. Oh, won't finish the archery range. While MarineLorD has still 22 idle villagers, but Viper loses quite a bit. And that was a big misclick. The archery range still alive. Yeah, went down to 200 HP. That damage could have been on the archery range as well. Certainly a misplay by the snake, but still forced lots of idle time. 45 villagers here for MarineLorD, 41 for the Viper. So not the craziest advantage. Remember that French are producing faster and should have an advantage there. Whew. Double archery range now. Blacksmith finally. So we'll get the +1 attack for his knights and horsemen for free. Now the next attack on the onto the archery range. Only 3 spearmen. Make it 2 spearmen. Now streams in with some more. Not this craziest count. And I think we need to see some disengagement here. Oh, this could be a good engagement for MarineLorD. Viper Spearman in front is completely vanishing. Now just put some rams in the front to maybe soak up some damage. Another Spearman obviously instantly falls. Viper's trying to micro away from this. Another Spearman. I think every single Spearman will simply be constantly sniped here. As you can see, try to get a hit off, but couldn't. And Viper's disengagement is costing him quite a bit. Another Spearman should easily get focused down. MarineLorD so active here. And another Spearman, yeah, not a single hit. But, meanwhile, the archers are not killing the Vipers, who are still trying to micro away. Another Spearman at least gets 1 hit this time, but no second one. And let's take a look at that Spearman. How many hits is he getting in? Make it 1. Make it 2 at least. And actually got 3 hits this time. Puyoyoy. Now a double stable switch by the Viper. Tries to play a long feudal age apparently here. No idea why this hunting cabin was built there. Was there maybe berries? Maybe we had berries there. The only explanation kind of. Okay, so early knights now being added. Obviously great against horseman, archer, scout. So MarineLorD now heavily has to go on to gold to get his knight numbers up. But food income simply isn't that great. Oh, goes to exposed berries here at the bottom. Finally, scouts being used again by MarineLorD. Viper's trying to regroup resources. 100 food, 600 gold. Viper pretty much at the limit as well. And not the greatest farming. Viper builds his base so compact. Okay, defensive tower will go up. 70 population for the Viper. We're looking at 80 for MarineLorD. Villagers at the top here really exposed. Not the craziest army by the MarineLorD though. Only 2 knights included. Oh, an attack at the top and at the bottom. Knights trying to go for this raid while the main army is attacking the wood line. Could make lots of sense. MarineLorD is pulling his army here to the bottom. This could be a really nice raid at the top, but Viper not timing it perfectly. Still will take a solid 15 seconds to engage, but actually tries to go and find a better angle there. The horse arch is interesting. I think make lots of sense. I think rules were heavily underappreciated in how they could be played. And I think people will play without horse archers and will play really efficiently. Eco upgrades. No wood upgrade. And do we have a mill? We have a mill. So wheelbarrow only now coming in. On Viper's side we see... yeah, basically only wheelbarrow, the first X. And that's kind of it. Still not really going for gold. And... oh, this could be a bigger engagement than I thought. And probably a bigger engagement than Viper was hoping for. That's not a lot of spearmen. Needs to deal with those knights quite quickly. Okay, does some reasonable damage. The left-hand side is breaking through. Oh, no. I think Viper will lose everything here. Ay. Completely out of position. Maybe we can see the raid in exchange. But, oh, look at that. MarineLorD is prepared. So he can clear up this army at the top. Doesn't even need to lose all his archers. Early knights now coming over... disengaging there. Viper's trying to micro away, tries to go for some raids, but MarineLorD, really nice reaction, plus also controlling with the professional scouts here, and Viper's army will get completely cleaned up. 35 military for MarineLorD. Viper is sitting at 22, and that will plummet quite a bit. Ooh, Viper needs to make a defense happen. 600 food, 600 wood, maybe some defensive towers indeed needs to be put out here. Maybe send some on gold now even. Tricky scenario. Meanwhile, MarineLorD did a really good job of walling off that bottom side. Although there's not too much food left. Maybe going for those. Yeah, with the next mill. Makes lots of sense. Still not a single farm from our French player. And this is already really good. Game number 1. Whew. Viper clicking up to Castle Age any second. Question is, what landmark is he using? Think something here could be nice, but he simply goes for the Abbey of Trinity. I can see that as well. Yeah. Still far away from tier 3. Meanwhile, a solid 35 population lead for MarineLorD. Holy moly. Holy moly. And still full production. With knight, double stable, archery range. Uh-oh, Viper might struggle to survive this. Oh, this will be problematic. And Wooden Fortress shouldn't have that much HP. Let me quickly check. 2000. Some archers around. Finds 1 kill at least. Villagers trying to run. I think they kind of need to stay in the Wooden Fortress. Otherwise, they will always die. Let's see if they make it home. 2 down. 3 down. I think 4 down, 4 will make it home out of the 8 that we had. Maybe it was only 7 there. And 3 died. MarineLorD can now click up to Castle Age as well. Expecting a guild hall. Indeed, that's the normal choice for MarineLorD here. And what's Viper's choice? So he goes for knights. A siege workshop. No man-at-arms. Let's take a look. For now, it's knights only. Early knights being built, but he's still not on gold, which is really surprising to me. Does he really think that's enough for all the production? Goes for 1 warrior monk here. Now the siege workshop, not the greatest placement in my opinion. Wooden fortress being attacked again. More villagers dying. The Viper now 52 villagers against 67, solid deficit. Also 30 military behind. And archers... doing a reasonable job here of defending to Wooden Fortress. Apparently scaring MarineLorD away. First relic being picked off. Viper will increase his wood income or his gold income a bit more. MarineLorD just falls back. Now is in Castle Age, expecting all the upgrades in the world. Monastery really early on. Interesting, one of his earliest clicks. And goes for the upgrade to Veteran Knights now as well. Should be pretty solid for him. While the Viper, goes for long distance deers. Okay. Pop 113 for MarineLorD. Viper 70 only, but I think with a stronger army, once he scales completely into it. Should get more relics, sets up his mangonel, more knights, archer defense. Thinks he will get more gold control. Relic number 2 already on the way home. Now goes on to gold in the back. Knights could obviously dive onto the mangonel. Viper does not have enough to protect those against all those knights. So mangonel might actually not be that efficient against the archer range. We have now also the veteran archer upgrade and candled saddles. Increase the royal knight's bonus damage after charge by +10. So solid damage output by them then. And quite a lot of villagers on gold in the back. MarineLorD trying to find a better angle. Pop 120 for him. Viper sits at 75. Pretty big advantage. Villager-wise, 57, 74. So close to 17 villager advantage there as well. So MarineLorD doesn't need to attack. Knows that he did some damage. Double relic. That one will be denied quite easily. MarineLorD, nice awareness. We'll find an easy kill. And this is probably... yeah, what can I say? Second down. And 83 to go. Has all the tech now before been fully explored yet? No. Very easy question. They are the best 2 knight civs, right? Who has better late game knights? I think French should have better knights in late game. Yeah. Okay, triple mangonel play here. What? No, it's 4 mangonels. Ooh, then we need way more spearmen. Indeed, that's what we're seeing. So veteran spearmen. And yeah, those knights are purely for the raid. But villagers have been pulled here. Oh yeah, some villagers here. That's a nice move. This will be a tough defense. Spearman count not high enough. Viper now pulling some villagers. Let's see if 4 mangonels can do enough to defend here. Okay, bombing in there a bit. Will that be enough for the full defense though? Some raids here. 1 relic being dropped off. We still have some. Okay, that's only professional scouts. Mangonels, they are finding some kills though for mangonels. Good enough for the defense. Viper disengaging there. Still some harassment under the TC. Forces quite some idols. An archer around as well. Okay, Viper. Those were some good seconds for him here, I would think. Spearman count needs to be increased though. Hardened spearman upgrade at least. 4 mangonels. Actually relatively scary. Against even Castle Age Royal Knights, apparently. And some more raids here. Oh. It just feels like 1 misstep with the mangonels here, and Viper might just lose the game. So I'm scared for that for him. Pop 130 for MarineLorD, 100 for the Viper. Spearman count simply is not really there, right? What do we have? We have 9 spearmen only. After seeing that amount of Royal Knights. Doesn't impress me too much. 2v2 relics. Somewhere in the map we have to have the 5th one on the way as well. And Viper now... attack upgrade for his archers being researched. That's a bit surprising to me. Oh, it just feels like we don't have enough spearmen here. So many knights still out, but they're taking quite some shots. Okay, Viper knows that a big attack is upon him. Ooh, I think this is the spot where in the future people will actually build like walls and will try to build gates to really zone out those knights. Oh, Viper, this is so ambitious. Not even all units there. Siege Workshop. Obviously denying that one could be really important. Springles could be really nice. Goes for the kill on the Siege Workshop instead of trying to go for the villager. Not sure how that will work. And, ooh, that was a very ambitious monk here. Oh, that could be some dead villagers, right? If the mangonels were actually focusing on that. And, oh, yeah, they are. Siege Workshop. Let's see if that's going to work out. Now focuses down. Knows that 1 Springald alone is already giving him a headache. And actually gets the kill there. Viper sends more army over. We have some small raid here with 1 knight. Viper reacted to that one reasonably fast. And 1 Springald from a different Siege Workshop. Oh, nice move. Nice move by MarineLorD. Adding a second one. This will be one major fight. 60 military for the Viper, 68 for MarineLorD. Lots of archers included there. One Springald alone will be good enough. Viper, can he maybe snipe that Springald? It's a bit out of position. Second hit there on the Mangonel. Will lose one Mangonel, but has a Springald himself. Now Spearman at the front. This could be the massive fight. Knights here at the top. They will get to the Mangonel potentially. But Viper sees that, intercepts quite nicely. Knight numbers not the best one, and Viper will lose those. Archers with nice spread there. Mangonels are moving forward, but won't really find the kills. So many Knights are closing down the distance here, and this looks like Viper is getting completely cleared up. Spearman dying to the archers. The Knights are closing down the distance against the Mangonels, and Viper in a world of pain here. Suddenly 140 population for MarineLorD. Viper drops down to 90 and won't really have too much here. Springald is falling. Viper goes for some more production, but simply feels like he can't fight against those numbers. And Spearman simply not in the numbers that he needed. I think he needed a more methodical push, more together, but he also knew he was on a timer. 2TC and French, obviously just so much better. And Viper tries to snipe, tries to save the Mangonel. Not really going to happen though, no real repair. And Spearman trying to scare those Knights away, but they obviously just disengage, heal up, and let the archers do the rest of the work. Quite ambitious that the Viper, after this massive clear up, is still in the game. Even faces double sacred side play here. Knights are doing quite a good job. Relic count 2 versus 3, so MarineLorD even getting an advantage there. Spearman still with the defense, but where's the answer to the archers? I see 2 Knights, that kind of it. That won't be enough. Viper has to pull villagers, and I think this is only a question of time until the Viper realizes, okay, this is a too scary army. Sits at 12 military against 62, 50 military behind here. I don't think that Viper's micro is good enough, or MarineLorD's micro bad enough to even make that one a reasonable fight. Mangonel here in the back could still find some kills, but honestly, just designate some Knights there for the kill. The others will deal with the villagers in the wood line, and, well, still reasonable shots against the archers, but certainly not good enough. MarineLorD will take game number 1, 1-0 lead here for him. His French are mighty, mighty strong, and yeah. I could tell you that I advised the Viper to ban French, but I don't want to brag. GG. Really nice play by MarineLorD, incredibly strong with French. Their professional scout play after the Knights. Even after all the gold pressure, he took some really good fights, villager-wise. Constantly ahead there. Had some slip-ups, had some villager losses, but French fast production just so nice. And then we had some really ugly fight for the Viper, losing lots of his army, as you can see here. The big clear-up even twice in a row. And then he built up. Lost basically 3 major armies before Castle Age, and MarineLorD controlling the fight so much better. Didn't have the massive drops. And then we had this one big fight that obviously ended the game. 2-1 KD, at least close to. Holy moly. Pretty good job there by MarineLorD. Impressive as always. Over 100 villagers in the end as well. That was some strong play. Yeah, guy. Wait, I think I read something really dumb. I just hope your whole channel, whole Twitch and everything you worked so far turns into complete failure and reduces your whole status into irrelevance. If you want this to be the hill you die on, then I pray that it will be. Personal message. You're nothing but an egocentric boomer who's willing to sell any shitty game to count some new victims because of trillion-dollar companies' incompetence to finish a game before releasing an exchange. Oh, and he even took the time to, or they took the time to send a private message. Okay. People. Okay, 2 minutes to go till we have the Viper against MarineLorD game 2. I think it will be Hill and Dale, and I think it will be French versus Holy Roman Empire. What do we write? I wish you all the best. I will write later. Could you talk a little bit about the army-specific buttons that are actually useful, such as splitting for MarineLords? Fire is necessary, but the archer phalanx is worthless. I don't know too much about it. Like, the faster shooting for longbows certainly works. Phalanx probably doesn't really work too much for archers. Then we have mango dice skills, obviously, all 3 of them great. For either vision, speed, or attack speed. What other units do we have with... the faster movement. Something nice. Is the Me or AoE2 community start to become too toxic? It always has been. It got bad. It got worse. Yeah. Do you think the outcome will be different if Viper destroys his archer range? No. It's a difference of 150 wood. It will be like maybe like 2-3 archers delayed. And we didn't have a fight where 2-3 archers mattered. Oh, people are really not clever. But happens. Okay, let's jump into game number 2. Is AoE2 more toxic than AoE4? Why is that? I don't think so, no. I would assume AoE4 will become as toxic. Or on the same level. The thing is, like, Age of Empires 2, people are really passionate, obviously very old game, and people have been hanging on it for a really long time. And I was kind of the big names in Age of Empires 2. And now, me also showing interest in something else, they feel like I owe them something. And yeah. And they feel like me not supporting the game will actually hurt the game. Yeah. Yeah, I actually think AoE2 is not that toxic, no. I think it's like a very strong minority right now. Yeah. I was always really happy with AoE2 community as a whole. I simply believe that AoE zone is a really bad place. Yeah. Do you think it's something to do with it being a direct sequel? I don't see such comments under Grubby's videos. Some ask Walk 3. Yeah. A lot of people think, that's what I said in the Masmora interview as well, right? I would have loved this game to be StarCraft 3. And people wouldn't feel like entitled that it had to be like Age of Empires 2. It simply is a completely different game. And I think that makes it tricky, for sure. Okay, so MarineLorD goes for an interesting opening here with the mill, with the mining camp. So Aachen Chapel most likely to be built here. And lumber camp here, I would assume. MarineLorD plays HRE while Viper plays French. Quite an interesting thing. Mainly because HRE are considered to potentially be the best civilization on this map right now. And Viper kind of knew what he was getting into. Plus, he also picked this as his home map. Hell of a spawn for MarineLorD. Well, he had to do the mill, but yeah. Can't complain about that for sure. Yeah, exactly. Like, Counter-Strike Go actually was really, really bad. I played like 15 hours now. And I reported a person every single game I played. Every single game. It was bad. Yeah. Well, that will be an interesting comment. I think we might comment on stream after the set today to that person. Comment on Civ matchups? Oh, I kind of already mentioned it that I think HRE is the clear favorite. By far the best civilization on this map. I would at least think so. And I strongly believe that the Viper will need to make something happen here with Knights. And I think I would like to see HRE wall up early on to not give Viper the advantage here with the School of Cavalry. And HRE goes for the Aachen Chapel here. So will be everything around that mill. Anthony is really strong on this map as well. Yeah, I think they're number 2. And also interesting that MarineLorD didn't go for Chinese at all. While we still have Confluence in the map pool. So that's going to be a really interesting matchup as well. In case MarineLorD loses. Viper will have Chinese then. Will be a big question mark. What makes HRE the best on this map? If you want to see it in detail, I made a YouTube video like Vortex Crazy 11-minute fast imp. It's basically, since it's so easy to wall, it is easy to go fast imp. But at the same time, you have limited gold. So eventually, before the 20-25 minute mark, you have to move out. And HRE just have multiple things that working for them. First of all, good fast castle means you can easily contest relics. 3 relics equals 22.5 villagers gold income. So if you get 3 relics, you're already incredibly well set up. Then they can go for knights for the distance. They can also go for infantry for like short distance direct power push. And with the Palace of Swabia, arguably the best landmark that we have in the game right now, we can simply have a crazy timing attack around the 15-16 minute mark. Not adding any TCs, get to imp earlier with the cheaper building, plus have the crazy villager amount. And the 15-16 minute mark is basically the moment where you can prevent the opponent to move out and get gold control. What can they do versus mass cannons from Chinese? Kill them before. Yeah, if Chinese gets to mass cannons, you're not being set up too well. But Coverine would be an answer. And obviously like the full surround and aggression. Oh, Viper with the sloppy game here. Oh no. Oh, why did he lose a scout? That's just so sloppy. Blacksmith now by him. Mill. I'm not sure if Blacksmith is really the way to go, honestly. Scout will do another damage, but that's kind of it. Knight around now. And we see some spearmen here as the defense MarineLorD knows. Okay, he can't wall everything up here. Wipe out the mill as well. Professional scouts out of the question. Attack now, and as you can see, now 5 attack here compared to the 4 attack. So Viper would technically win this fight if it wasn't for the better micro from MarineLorD. If Viper had expected advice, he would have known not to lose a scout. Accepted. Ah, yeah. Shame on him. This is actually like, with how the villages are positioned, it feels really weird, but I think an archer ram all in could actually make lots of sense here for the French player. Feels really weird. Yeah. I think Viper needs to play heavy feudal age. Prevents the opponent from getting to the relics. Prevents the opponent from being too greedy. And this is a pure spearman defense now. Would really like to see... Oh, Viper walls. Ooh, that's how he wants to... Ooh. That's how he decides he wants to block off the opponent's relic consumption. Archer range now by MarineLorD. What a weird placement at the front there. Something I really don't understand. Huh. Okay, one villager here. Is there another third one to the top? No, it might just be a shift click. Oh yeah, that's the villager. And MarineLorD sees that villager though, so maybe he gets a good idea of what's coming. Still 2 knights around. Oh, could find some kills. Spearman out of position. Some at the front. Has to pull the villagers. Gets a solid slice of Reno here. Another spearman around. Viper not with the greatest position. And that didn't really brace. And Viper, he should find the kill there pretty easily. Oh no, Micro's away. And now finds the kill. Another knight at the front, but in range of the town center. Has to disengage. Do we get an upgrade here for healing? No, we don't. Archer range, also not shift-clicked after this one. Viper not 100% sharp. And it's stable, so even horsemen added. That's interesting. While the front stays open, the 2 sides will be closed here. And, oh, well, 1 spearman might be annoying. I hope mods won't be allowed. I think it is tricky to really control if mods are allowed. In Age of Empires 2, the definition was everything that is only visual will be allowed, mod-wise. And yeah, smaller trees would certainly make the game easier to play and probably even easier to follow as well. Archer around now. I think the villager should probably die. 1 more hit needed. But maybe a scout kill in return. 5 HP here. Oh, Viper with some miss micro. 1 knight finds the kill here though. And maybe some healing pretty soon. Tries to run away, but horseman obviously pretty fast. Think you have to sacrifice the archer. Otherwise you might lose the royal knight. Uh-oh, 8 HP only. That's something that should not happen. Sloppy play by the Viper. And yeah, we'll lose that one. Not a great move, not a great move. And meanwhile, we'll lose another knight here. Ay. MarineLorD has to be happy with how this early game is going. And Viper with way more losses than we normally would anticipate from him. At least saves that archer. Knights around. And maybe now more aggression through the center. Seems like the full scout plus horseman play. And we've already seen professional scouts, so those could be an option. But honestly, this is not a lot of food. Uh-oh, MarineLorD is in some problem here. He might be struggling quite a bit when it comes to food. Anders Townsend, 1 sheep, 1 scout now dropping some stuff off. Okay, 2 more scouts here. I think once they arrive, they should be fine. Yeah, the spectating obviously of the game is surely not up to the standard of 2022. I agree with that. Spearman chasing down archers now. Viper could maybe try to take his own knights and go for the archers in the back. Deals with the horsemen first. Tries to run around. Still another loss. Not the greatest knight micro here. Maybe he puts that one to the right hand side. Got another hit off. And now the healing. Oh, that's the micro that we want to see from the Viper. Finally delivers in that regard. And takes the really low number fight in his favor. Another horseman around. Viper could maybe take that fight. Tries to micro around. Horseman obviously not a unit that can heal up compared to the French knights or the scouts that we also had on the field. And I think just a full feudal age all in could really pay off here. I think, especially with Aachen Chapel, we could see MarineLorD struggling here. Blacksmith now coming. Lots of gold in the bank though. Uh-oh. He's probably thinking about castling here. Obviously the Viper further away from it. Everything under 200 basically. More archers, more knights in the queue. Second stable is what he really needed. Not a single blacksmith upgrade done by him. Now goes for the melee defense. Ooh, interesting. Okay, knights found a kill there, so that card stopped for now. Archers moving back and arrow slits being researched. Viper can obviously go in here and go for some raids if he wanted to delete those walls. Think it's not completely off the question. Would have liked to see gate there. But Viper rather decides, okay, let's group up in the center here. Second stable by the Viper now. And we have to see MarineLorD clicking up to Castle Age any second, right? But what is he going for? Is it Regnitz Cathedral? Just feels so natural, yeah. But what relics can he get? We have 3, 4, all 5 at the bottom of the map. So this one has to be broken. Okay. Viper not too far away from castling either here. As we said, melee upgrade was done. Wood upgrade was done as well. Has wheelbarrow. Has the food upgrade as well. Okay, Viper has to be reasonably happy with how this game is going right now, I believe. Lots of control, completely preventing his opponent from getting onto more relics. Now another tower here, makes defense so much easier. And is now going up with the guild hall himself. 7 villagers on it, while Regnitz Cathedral will finish reasonably soon. More villagers being pulled now. MarineLorD does not want to wait that long. Adds more stables, so that will be a full night play. Makes lots of sense, wants to break free, wants to get out of here. And Viper, what is he up to? Another archer range, another stable by him. And should easily intercept that scout. Still a solid minute away from reaching Castle Age himself. Now pulling some more villagers. Feels like, okay, I really want to get Castle Age myself. And that scout is getting chased down. Tricky spots. Viper might lose that villager at the front here. Archers around. No, obviously no textiles. Oh, sends that one away. Could maybe make it. Another volley. Yeah, gets the kill. MarineLorD with a solid snipe there. Nice awareness. Perfect move out timing. And now knight production should be flying in quite nicely. Viper, what does he have focus on? Upgrade to veteran knights. Okay, pretty cheap. Maybe could have researched that on the other stable to make it a bit faster, no? 30 seconds here. Maybe 30 seconds here as well. I thought it was working 20% faster. Oh, now another fight taken. Tower with arrow slits helping out a bit. Spearman should get focused down. Not the greatest engagement here by the Viper. Some mismicroing for sure. And those are still Castle Age Knights, while we only have, okay, now Royal Knights as well for the Viper. Finally, they're veteran Royal Knights here. And now they can take the engagement again. Relic control still completely for the Viper. So he has to be happy with how this is going. And I'm still a bit scared for him though, because those knights are now looking mighty strong. Microspec the low HP knight, but goes back into the fight, something I don't like too much. Now 3 really low HP knights, still 3 reasonable ones in the center. Crossbows being added. Archer numbers still relatively good though, and that means those crossbows will lose in efficiency. Viper really low on HP with his knights. Wanted to disengage here. Maybe stayed in this fight for a bit too long. Could have focused down the archers of the opponent down a bit more, but forces MarineLorD to retreat for now. Stop this raid. And food income is not the prettiest one for MarineLorD. Has to go massively onto berries now. Viper floating quite some resources, especially wood here. Now the market tries to balance that a bit more here, as you will soon see. Indeed. And therefore the queue a bit longer again. And first relic coming into the base of Mr. MarineLorD. 1 out of 5. 4 still at the bottom here. Viper could take that knight back onto the field again. Floating some wood here for MarineLorD as well. His production is also knight crossbow. So both players realizing what they want to go for. All stables work 20% faster if you have a school of cavalry. Okay. Thank you. Now 2 more villagers again. Trying to go for an outpost here. Viper walled off the sides as well. Did not want to eat any counterattacks. But it felt like that was not really in time. Viper, quite some idle military. We have 17 military units against 17 military units. That tower probably shouldn't finish. Oh, especially with the knights. Should get the kills here. Ay. And that's another 2 dead villagers for the Viper. Sitting at 45 now against 46 as French. This should never ever happen. Ooh. How many villagers did he lose? Like 4 or something? Just over and over again with the losses there. Now tries to micro back a bit. A knight coming from the side, but instantly getting focused down as well. Not the greatest side attack ever being made, and that knight even falls. I think focusing down the archers a bit earlier could have been nice. Therefore, your own crossbows would have stayed a bit more efficient. And now potentially the second relic here being taken. Viper forgetting about this army really hurts him. Just think about it, like 2 more crossbow could really help out here. Another archer, another knight. Could maybe intercept some more of this. Viper's trying to heal up. Idle military is certainly something that he didn't press for quite some time. Or the select all military. And second relic is just so good. So good. Remember, every single relic is basically worth 7.5 villagers. And Viper might lose yet another villager here. Oh, let's take a look. Oh, finally finishes that one. Instantly goes for arrow slits. So more control here. And more villagers. Another prelate. 49 villagers, 25 military. 48 villagers, 22 military. But Viper being caught off guard a bit here. Now the knight's taking the engagement. Arrow slits didn't finish. He actually is going for sprinkler emplacement now. But knights are getting chased down quite a bit. That tower under quite some problems. Crossbows are microing away. Maybe not all the upgrades here. Actually, he has the upgrade advantage. Simply not the numbers. HRE just so good with double relic production now behind this. And Viper with lots and lots of losses being pushed away here. And look at that one. HRE in full control. Might kill that tower. Sprinkler emplacement is coming in, but maybe a bit late. Solid range still on that one. But Viper in quite some problems. That army could be sent further forward. Still 2 villagers. 1 crossbow. I'm a bit surprised. What's happening here? Viper's not moving anything. Feels a bit like a drop. But might also be just a resign. Let me see and read up on this. I think it's GG. It looked really good. HRE got the relics. HRE got the map control now. Villager-wise, it was super even. Military-wise at the end. Big advantage here for MarineLorD. And I think this was the GG. Maybe he didn't use his army for the last seconds there. And I will simply mark it as a 2-0. Or it felt a bit anticlimactic there in the end. And yeah. Viper not able to transition there. I think simply having those 4 or 5 units extra could have been really nice. Nearly always thinks it's a drop when someone early GGs. Well, I simply, like with my experience of RTS, see like lead-ups to a GG timing, right? Some big fight. Or maybe a crucial raid or something. Or maybe someone reaches imp when the other player is far away from it. Something like that. That's actually triggering the GG. But this one felt the last fight was like 20 seconds ago. And therefore, like, if it came 20 seconds earlier, I would have absolutely understood it. Yeah. But yeah, we're normally just going into game number 3. Highview will be Viper's second home map. And he probably has to play English there. And play against Rus, I would assume. Not going to be an easy task for him. Is it just me or seemed the ending of the game spectator mode happened out of nowhere? It happened, I viewed that as well. Yeah. Okay, let's see Highview English versus Abbasid. Ooh, so Rus will be safe for the Nubi River or Confluence. We still have Delhi. So Rue is actually being played on Confluence. Oh, yo, yo. That's interesting. Huh. Why Berlin not Hamburg as usual? I made a YouTube video about that. Check it out. Second to last YouTube video I uploaded. Okay, 3 minutes 30 to go. Then we respond to the angry guy on YouTube. You get $100,000 from Microsoft. And your first instinct is to use it on your own purpose. On a buggy, unfinished AAA game for €60, which has declined numbers because games aren't as stupid to not see through the scam. That contributed nothing what generates viewers, subscribes, and prestige you have now. And invite your buddies who aren't even best in AoE4, who have dropped the game simply so they can win prize money even though they said it's a flop. Okay. I would have done 100k with AoE 2 as well. I didn't know that the Muslim is a good friend of mine. But apparently you know more. And now you go on not elaborating further on that interesting when I said the fact that AoE2 made you what you even are, and now all confused and think that AoE2 and SC4 will fix your face in your reckless action, ignoring interest of conflict for a shitty unfinished game. Okay. You know that I'm more than an AoE person, right? I was extremely successful in lots of stuff that I did. You thinking that all my achievements can be summarized in my follower count shows that you have no idea what brings happiness in life. Person know what more pathetic, your egoism or greed, and you're incapable of finding what is wrong with you, everything I stated so far. Probably the egoism. I just hope your whole channel, whole Twitch and everything you worked so far turns into complete failure and reduce your whole status into irrelevance. I hope that your self-hate that you project on me won't hinder you in finding professional help. I wish you all the best. If you want this to be a hill you die on, when I pray that it will be. Yeah, I don't believe in the power of prayer, but good luck with that. But if it helps you, happy smiley. You're nothing but an egocentric boomer who's willing to sell a shitty game to countless of new victims. Because of $1 trillion company committed to finish the game before release in exchange for your own gains instead of stepping up. My own gains? I lost lots of money in NAC 1 till 3. Where are the gains? Question mark. Providing such a buggy game, millions of gamers you kind of one-sided with shall not be supported. At the very least, you could have just spoken out that AoE4 way too many flaws to be tournament ready, but not even that. I even said in my video that AoE 2 is a better game than AoE 4. I think it doesn't make sense communicating with you if you aren't even watching the videos that you are referring to. Have a good life. And now you work for them for no money in this world that would support these criminals. Okay. Let's be a bit more happy about this and take a look at this game. We're 1.5 minutes in. MarineLorD on Highview is playing Abbasid Dynasty. And on the other side we have TheViper playing English. 3 on gold villager opening, no support, no surprise here. And the big question is, why did we not pick Ruse on this, and when do we see Ruse? It kind of has to be on Confluence. I think that's the only option. A4 is €1. Yeah, like there's so many mistakes in their logic. What happens? Okay, then we have MarineLorD, House of Wisdom. We're expecting fresh foodstuffs, and I personally think Abbasid struggle quite a bit against mass English longbowman. Let's see, we probably will see maybe even a double horseman opening. So far not a single villager on wood, not the biggest surprise, and seems to be a pretty clean build up here with 3 on gold. Ruse is the second best water sieve, I think. Okay. I'm not that sure, honestly. Like, shouldn't you be able to defend quite nicely with Chinese if you get a Barbican up? Are English weak to ram pushes? No, English are really good against ram pushes. Most of the time, English are the ones doing the ram push. Horseman probably better now with buff into English. Yeah, I think so as well. Lots of villagers on wood now already. Okay, that's a bit surprising to me. 4 on gold even. Viper keeps 1 on gold. Okay, everything pulled away from gold now. Probably should have 125 in the bank. I actually went a bit overboard there, but not the worst thing ever. And the question now is, how do we play after this? Okay, barracks now being added. So the Viper expecting the horseman play here, which makes lots of sense. We've seen Abbasid sometimes play double archery range. Also not the worst thing ever. I think then you kind of want to play an early blacksmith against that. With all the wood that MarineLorD is collecting, I think this might actually be the double archery range play. And Viper then probably wants to add some men-at-arms in. Oh, that could actually be a nice addition. We've seen people very rarely go for men-at-arms. He played it in the show match against the Muslim last Wednesday, where we actually went for archer men-at-arms as HRE and went for lots of blacksmith upgrades. This time Viper still tries to find and scout. He sees 1 archery range. Still doesn't have an idea if there's a second one, and sees the stable now. So knows exactly what's up. That's why we had so many villagers on wood here for MarineLorD to fort both buildings at the same time. What happens if anyone in the contestants use animation cancelling with the Russian demos without intent? Disqualified, right? I don't know how the rules are. I think it's forbidden, and if you do something forbidden, then you should get punished. Master, I will keep you updated on that in the Discord. Not unrealistic. Okay, so first horseman out, first archer out as well. Let's see how this is going to be approached. Viper, I wouldn't mind to see a villager move forward pretty soon. To maybe get a tower up here, then one here, and then you are pretty well set up to take constant engagement. That scout even dying. Oh, big loss here for the Viper. Hoi, oi, 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 oi. This will be interesting. Still not a single villager being sent. Viper now goes for some more farms here at the side. Archer's a bit annoying. And again, he's facing triple berries from one side here. That I think BCQD suffered with that quite a lot yesterday. Okay, now scout actually being added for vision. Interesting. So more archer, more spearmen. Still does not go for men-at-arms. Now first damage dealt against the horseman there. But is it really easy to do some of those by accident? Would that also result in disqualification? I don't think it's easy to do that. I think you have to press the delete hotkey multiple times, right? At least that's how I understood it. I hope this won't be a sweep. Well, Viper doesn't hope so either. Spearman count looks okay-ish here, I would think. Archer count not that crazy. Huh, will be interesting. Viper won't actually see this. Oh, doesn't have an idea of the stealth forest, and that's why it's so bad that he lost the scout earlier. Uh-oh, this could be a bad surround. Two horsemen here from the side, 4 spearmen, and they can't really see this. Archer's now focusing this one down, tries to get the kills in the distance, and that's the horseman falling. Tries to find more kills here, but this is a really good engagement here for MarineLorD, I believe. Archer's already dying here, the longbowman at the bottom. Those spearmen won't really find the kills, but might even lose his scout after this one as well. And that was a beautiful engagement here for Mr. MarineLorD. Some spearmen behind this one though, and longbowman pushing it away, but certainly a good start here for MarineLorD. Can't be too unhappy, but all the villagers are exposed. I still think we needed another tower here for the Viper. Get some more vision in the stealth forest. Get some more attack for his units. Tries to find a different angle now. Still very easy to arrest all this. Military count, 14 for the Viper. 26 villagers, 29, 11. So slight advantage there for MarineLorD when it comes to villagers. Obviously fresh foodstuffs allows him to go for way more army here. Viper now finds a different angle. Should easily be a villager kill here, I believe. And finds none. Oh, okay, at least one kill. Okay, now maybe try to find another angle. Still surprised that we don't see a villager. I thought that was so standard for the Viper. Oh, horseman, now beautiful move. Trying to intercept some reinforcements here. We'll at least get one archer. And that's really nice. Another archer here. Spearman not really attacking back. Or losing some HP. Okay, we'll get at least one hit off. Make it a second one, but that's still not pretty. So really nice move, really nice aggression by MarineLorD. Pushes this away. Still not a single villager on wood, so might still be a bit problematic. What's the plan here for MarineLorD? 50 wood? I think he's expanding towards the right-hand side quite heavily there, right? Okay, double spearman, double longbowman. Should probably scare away those 5 horsemen. But maybe another engagement here. Uh-oh, Viper is scared as well. Although he's scaring those away. I think this is looking really good for the Viper. Like, the no wood income is simply so big for him. Uh-oh, but now more engagements here at the front. Spearman to brace this one off. Instant kill. Really good for the Viper. Now scares those horsemen away. Archers being pushed back. And obviously he can't go for more archers simply because there's no wood income. Those spearmen probably finding some more kills. 3 around still. Viper is microing this one away. And more army should be coming behind this. I think this is still really solid for the Snake. Horseman count simply dropping. Archer count dropping as well. Military count is at 3 against 17. Viper, I think, might take a quick 2-1 here. And this might be interesting then, because we still have Chinese against Rus on Confluence. So I think Viper might have a Civ advantage there later on. But let's finish this one. But look at that. MarineLorD just has to evacuate everything. Now goes for a second stable. It's going to be a rough engagement though. 22 military against 4. Not an option here. And so many villagers could potentially die here. Viper does not see it. Does not really have vision of those villagers. Oh, this is so tricky. Tries to get in here, but simply does not see how they're running away. Ay, 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 ay. But he knows. He knows. Yeah, he saw them. He saw them. And once he finds them, I think this might be the GG moment. Scout is coming around, sees the barriers, and might find all the kills here. And yeah, pretty nice one. And G to the G, MarineLorD realizes, okay, this is not an option. And we prevent the clear sweep here. The Viper on the scoreboard, 1-2 out of his point of view. And that one looked really solid. As I said, I think Abbasid are really struggling with English. English, just the production is so good. They can pump out their numbers so nicely. It's just really, really sweet for them. And as you can see, some small villager raids there in the end. Viper even idle TC a bit to get the military production out, and then one major engagement. Good for him, and pretty clean game, we have to say. That was fast, indeed it was. But I think Abbasid is really struggling there. We've sometimes seen double horsemen opening, but then you don't really get onto archer numbers, and then simply being pushed away from the wood there was a big problem. Yeah. Yeah. I actually decided to block that person. Yeah. I think it makes more sense for my mental health. I probably should not have responded, right? I think it makes sense to respond to people that, like, people that say, you're a traitor, I don't like Age of Empires 4. It makes so much more sense to argument with those than people that obviously are like so emotionally overwhelmed, like that person. So I think, yeah, for my mental health, I probably should not have responded at all. Well. These guys don't deserve your time. If they had constructive feedback, then this is a different story. Yeah. So we have another thing that I don't understand. So it should be game number 4 now. And we actually go into Rus versus Delhi. Viper plays Delhi. And since Viper still has Chinese, I think this is Danube River, no? Huh. How did Viper each reach to semifinals? How did Viper ever reach to semifinals? He kept winning. You know, if you win your round of 64, your round of 32, your round of 16, your round of 8, then you're in the semifinals. Rift Walken. Maybe it's your first tournament. Welcome. If you have more questions, just come around. If it wasn't for A4, I wouldn't even know who Nili is. Yeah, maybe. And that's kind of what the shady thing is, right? With the 100k tournament, I'm buying myself exposure, is what a lot of people are thinking. Sounds really easy. I should try as well. Go ahead. Yeah. I think you should do more on AoE2 looking forward too, but I don't mind AoE4 content as long as both exist. I have 4 casts or something lined up for AoE2. Just scroll down below. 3-week NAC4 and for C2 suggestion would have been a cool thing. Maybe 2022. 2023. It's growing more and more on me, honestly. I already thought about how to split the days and such. I should focus on N4C first, though. Watching AoE2 is torture? Really? I don't think so. Naomi. I don't think so. Is this the final? Well, if only there was somewhere declared if this is what stage in the tournament we are at. For example, at Liquipedia. Are the 8 players for N4C been decided? 2 invited, 6 will qualify. How long is the pause? 80 seconds to go. The only thing that sucks about A4 is that I can hardly keep up with 1 game and now I have to do it for 2. Sucks, man. Do you have an idea when you will play in the Remembrance Cup? We got a free win in the first round, so technically Monday would be the first time where we could play. I still lost my heart to AoE2. Absolutely understandable. AoE2 is probably the better game right now, but AoE4 just has so much more growth potential in terms of new players, etc. That's a bit what I said in my video as well, right? I truly believe that AoE2 is in a better state right now than AoE 4. Still enjoy and play most AoE 2 ranked with friends. Have loved watching the AoE 4 games and better meta evolving quicker in real time. That's interesting, right? To be like in the progress of people like figuring out and understanding the game. That was one of the most beautiful things for me in Age of Empires 2 as well. Like finding the first like guides in 2001. I still remember like 19th of January 2001. I found a website called Mr. Fixit Online that suddenly had build orders and recorded games where people like played and tried to teach you the game. And it was basically you had to download the recorded game and they typed in the game what they were doing and trying to explain. It was mind-blowing. And like that feeling that I had there was just crazy. And it's that one in a light form that I have for Age of Empires 4 now. Okay, let's jump into game number 4. Still 2 match points for Mr. MarineLorD. And we're looking at Confluence here. Wow. So Ruse as expected. Oh. This is very different to what I expected. So the Newbie River. Game number 5 potentially. Will feature the Viper as Chinese. Oh god, he built over both of Shorefish. Oh god, what a fail. He deleted both of his Shorefish here. Ay. And... Oops. Just got an email here. That's something we don't want to have popping up. What did I want to say? Game number 5. Indeed. Will be Chinese against Delhi. Delhi for MarineLorD on the Newbie River. Oh, and Viper actually pulled those villagers away. I think he could take the 2v1 fight. I think he was scared of more scouts being added. But I think against Delhi you don't add more scouts, no? So far not the greatest start for the Viper. Not a big fan of how this one is being opened. Core Masters indeed from the Masters Forum. Yeah. Old school people here. Some people, I think Core Master and I met probably in 2003, I would think. It's funny how with so many people still being invested in those games in so many years. Fish beyond the yellow border fishable? I would be surprised. I think this is not... Maybe? We will try to find out later. Oh, Viper. Simply... What? Don't! Oh, and that's just MarineLorD having the way better micro here. And Viper, he clearly wants to run away there. And eats another hit. Oh god, completely getting owned here. Oi. And MarineLorD will get the full deer spot here. Maybe -1 deer. And found the scout kill. MarineLorD already 210 bounty. We'll get to 220 at least. Still some more sheep. So 250 fields, very likely. And still a full deer spot and a wolf to be taken over here. Confluence global win rates? Yeah. Thanks for that info. But that's giving us close to no information. Whew. Poor Viper. Yeah, I'm a bit shocked how he dove in there for a second time. At least find some sheep here. This is what I love about Twitch YouTube. We'll have all these matches probably forever. I try to find very hype matches from 2001, 2008 in any esports. So hard to find. Yeah, actually true. I think I would love to see the old, like, when I was watching Counter-Strike 1.6 a lot. The old mousesports games. With Carpio, Six, Goppy. The good days. And... obviously, like, maybe you find a restream or something with, like, 360p. Age of Empires 2. So many games are being recast that were the legendary ones. Yeah, that's really nice. The way was blocked, that's why he pathed into the scout multiple times, I think. Oh, that explains a lot. He was here, clicked away. Oh, oh. Okay. I can see that so much more now. Oh, he wanted to run away but didn't scout that area. Oh, that sucks for him. Ah, okay, okay. Then it's less of a misplay than I thought it would have been. 3 villagers? Is this? No way. No way. Kremlin play? Ooh. Something I've never seen before, I believe. So Kremlin, obviously, basically a tower that still shoots, even if you don't have villagers in there. Increases your efficiency in wood as well, so I would like to see those 4 villagers working on the wood line here as well. And don't fully go back home. Obviously means that those won't be increased. You have to build a wooden fortress next to that first. The more phase, really not being rushed. Now some spearmen there. Some more scouts. Viper is going for some more some more kills. And MarineLorD, 335 bounty. Looking pretty good with the opening here. And obviously will have a really easy job of controlling that water for quite some time. At least that's what I believe. 2 scouts coming over. Viper's a bit sloppy today. As I said, like the scout micro, I thought it was sloppy, but it really wasn't. I think that's simply something out of his control. If he was here trying to micro, clicked away, and then the scout ran back in, I think that makes lots of sense. Yeah. I think what was sloppy is all the item military that we had on Hill and Dale. That's something I really didn't like. Yeah. Mosque being put down. And forestry, I think that's a bit delayed, right? I think Viper could have clicked that a bit earlier. Certainly had a lumber camp for quite some time already. And that wall at least finishes. I think this will just be full fishing here, right? Oh, this is actually transitioning to an attack ship. Will take some time though. And Viper walls off that left hand side. Okay, so those are the spearmen trying to go for the walls. Could maybe go for a wild wall here. Would surprise me a bit though. And a second dock. How long is that upgrade taking? Explosive takes 15 minutes. Is this still the case? I think they heavily increased that, right? Was that the case in the last patch? Hera's been playing Kremlin for 2 weeks. Also on Confluence. I've only seen him do it on Arabia style maps. Which I think makes lots of sense. Viper, again, here no wood upgrade. Farm upgrade not cute. Mining upgrade not cute. Stuff that does not excite me. Players do not see the score. Also, don't care too much about the score. It's not saying too much if Delhi or Mongols are in the game. Now a tower being rushed out here. Not the most important one. Probably just send 1 spearman in. Oh no. Viper might lose some villages here. Oh, and no micro. Oh god. Oh no. Is he staying on this? 3 villagers down. 4 villagers. Oh no. 3 villagers down here and the outpost does not finish. Oh, yo. Heavy losses. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts a lot. Now to scouts trying to kill those palisade walls. I think you could have maybe sent in all the fishing ships while building the outpost. And then just micro them back. Could have been an option. But obviously easier said than done. Now 3 more villagers being sent in. Spearmen there to take some of the fire. Viper even did textiles, but won't help him enough. Now the tower finishes, and he scares the Lloydja attack ship away. Still gets some damage done. Do we see a 3rd volley? No, not coming. Ay. Not a great opening for the Viper here. We'll get a market now. And MarineLorD on the way to Castle Age Viper. Still lacking quite some gold. And more fishing ships on the side. So we have the Vipers sitting at 32, make it 40 villagers and 49 here for 49 against 40 workers basically. So quite a solid advantage. MarineLorD also up to Castle Age earlier and should get some easy relic control. Look at that, 4 relics at that right hand side of the pizza, 1 here at the left hand side, and also 2 sacred sites to be taken. MarineLorD should have a really solid gold income. Archery ranges being dropped as well. Hi. Considering he hasn't played H4 for a month, yeah, that's simply wrong. Spearman harassing a bit, but obviously low HP. Should be a good surround here, and yeah, Viper. The 2 Spearman harass is not really a thing. Tries to go for some walls here at least. Okay, yeah, maybe that might help against the monks trying to get some control. Okay, this is really good for the Viper. House of Learning now being built with 9 villagers. Interesting that he goes for that one. What? Scouts can squeeze through there? Oh, and a demo. Should easily deal with that as well. But 2 spearmen. Have to be relatively happy to take that fight. Maybe they can even take those 2 sheep out. And demo now. Let's see. Explosion should include... it's an attack ship with them as well. So goes for most of the walls. Spearman being pushed away. Sacred side control for the Viper now. Makes lots of sense. Didn't go for the sacred side at home though. So I don't like that too much. Could maybe get some relic control pretty soon. Is in Castle Age himself. I think if he gets like 2 relics on the right hand side, he has to be relatively happy. And now the question is, what are we going for when it comes to water battle? Because, that's a full demo. That's double demo, double attack ship play. And Viper, he did arrow slits. Or maybe Springald emplacement? I don't know. 50 versus range? That's more? I think this is Springald emplacement, I believe. Would be quite costly though. Now the blacksmith tag. I would have loved to see blacksmith a bit earlier. For Delhi here. Before this event, he hadn't played for a while on H4. That's all I'm saying. He's doing very well. Okay. Oh, demo. Oh no. Demo explosion might. Oh, Viper tried to go for the sneakiest of conversions, but didn't really happen. Okay, villagers being in here. And Loiter attack ship really not great against arrow slits here. And might actually lose this one quite quickly. Oh, Viper with a nice defense here. I'd like to see a second dog. Second dog will actually finish. And that one could just be spawning in demos now. I think that could make lots and lots of sense here. Against those. Horse archers around. Oh, this is interesting. But Viper will have lancers. So I don't think this will be the worst thing ever. Now controls 1 sacred site himself. And, oh, Viper actually goes for Bugler. Okay, obviously 1v1 Bugler is winning everything that MarineLorD can put on the map, at least in Castle Age, but once we have demos added in as well, it becomes a bit more tricky. Blacksmith not really being used yet. Would have loved to see some usage there. And some more upgrades. Viper just really sloppy in so many ways. Feudal Age upgrade will finish pretty soon. On farm and on wood. Lancers saving themselves. Horsemen? Being scared away. Tower quite some range. Wow, we'll find a kill at the top here. That's really far away. Holy moly. Holy moly. Would love to see a scholar go to the left-hand side, sacred side as well for the Viper. And Bagla dies to the Kremlin. Springald emplacement on that Kremlin as well now. Obviously Bagla defending this area. So Viper stabilizes. And we should still see lots of relics coming over here. So that one will go in Viper's favor most likely. That one could go in Viper's favor. So it feels like 2v2 in that regard. And that one's still up for grabs. But that one is still not secured for Viper as well. Yeah, he has the walls up. But that's kind of it. And Bagla doesn't really want to sit under the Kremlin there. Kremlin like positioned so beautifully here. And now with the sprinkler emplacement, I think this is a spot for mass demos later on. And yeah, that conversion obviously very optimistic, not really going to happen. Viper runs away there, second dock. And Viper really inefficient with ships, and yeah, that's shorefish out of line of sight there, or at least out of reach from the map. Not easy to judge who is winning here, at least I would think. Some knights, some more horse archers. Not the HP upgrade yet, while Viper is finally getting some blacksmith upgrades, but not the craziest ones. Bugler deals with that. I would really like to see more demos being mixed in to maybe go through there. Oh, that's a big attack though. Viper, does he have anything coming for himself? Not really. One Bugler could go away. Another one for the defense. Tower, I think, should be helping out. I think most of the demos went down, so it's only the attack ships. Now the big move, and that allows the horse archers to go through as well. Bugler is being focused down. Can we see some more repair on it? Feels like the fishing ships are not really repairing. They're mainly attacking. Obviously, the horse archers going for the attack. We see some conversion here. Bugler still trying to hold. I think the fishing ships should repair here. 255 HP. Feels like maybe Viper might be even holding this one. Some more micro. Not going to happen. Now goes for a demo to get the counter attack in. Ooh, the intensity here. Lances are scaring this one away. More relics means faster imp. Well, let's see about that one. Feels like now the third relic is being captured here. Demo still not around. We see some attack ships dying. Demo could pop here at the right hand side. Another demo comes around. I think Viper could technically also go for another Bugler. Oh, that's not a great demo. We'll find an attack ship kill regardless. Meanwhile, do we see any kills here? Where did the horsemen go? Okay, horse archers. Still being chased. Maybe a second tower could actually help out here. Sacred Site now being somewhat contested. Viper not going for too many knights here. Floats quite some gold, but that's it. And double Bugler being produced here. Sacred Site control, not the craziest one. One unit there, and those horse archers should die at one point, sitting under the TC here, but not any villagers really going in. Viper, not with a lot of control here, what it feels. Fishing ship count, not too crazy, but for him either. But we see 9, holy moly, 21, 22 fishing ships still active here. And Bugler now will get some kills, but will take some time. Sacred Site control now for MarineLorD. Now this is getting ballsy. This is getting really ballsy. While the horse archers are now all dying against the lancers here, Viper will make a reasonable defense happen. Pop 90 against Pop 70. Viper still heavily behind. And this one will get pushed away. The Viper here, I'm not really sure why that is bugging out so much. But the Bugler at least pushed some of those away. Can't be too unhappy with that rate. I think this is a moment where you maybe want to squeeze in with some demos now. But obviously easier said than done. Kremlin giving quite some nice control. But in the long run, obviously, a trap here could deal with that. Bombard can deal with that as well. If those are the choices, potentially. And now all the attack ships. Interesting that he went for 5 attack ships. And now the question is, does he convert them back to fishing boats again? Or does he try to attack? Feels like attacking is his answer. Sacred Site being taken back for the Viper. Still one relic here up for grabs. Oh, actually went for the Palisade Gate here. Could be quite a lot of dead villagers. Oh, let's take a look. Explosive Dow. How deep can he go in? 5 here, 2 there. Okay, Viper just goes for 2. Bugler actually getting outmassed here. Maybe some repair again. Something that Viper does not think of, apparently. I'm a bit disappointed here. Another Bugler coming over. Tries to go for the defense against those knights. More knights around. And that one simply died. More fishing ships coming in. Not the greatest micro here by the Viper. Obviously went for the Lancer attack here? No, okay, only now. Goes through there, will take the Sacred Site, but the main fight obviously still happening here. Another demo joins the party. Let's see how good the connection is going to be. One over here at the right-hand side could just find the kill. Not even going to happen. Viper's macro not 100% on point. And now let's take a look. Some horsemen, some knights for the defense. And yeah, Viper won't even find too many villager kills here. Great reaction by MarineLorD. So on point in so many ways. Another demo tries to make something wild happen. But not really too likely. Dock's still full of fishing ships. Bagla tries to make a defense happen. Outpost is helping a bit, but Viper in quite some pain. More stables. Look at that, all filled with scholars. Viper has quite some resources, not really being put on the map. I'm a bit surprised. Double knight, one Bagla, one scholar. TC-wise, at least one is working, the other one idle as well. Macro, simply not super crazy. Eco upgrades, still quite some in the queue. So those blacksmiths were late and probably also not always working. Pop 94 for him with 68 villagers. 84 villagers there on the other side. And a solid pop 110. Quite some losses here for MarineLorD though. So Viper has to be happy with that. And still scares some away there. MarineLorD, as we saw, just sold some wood here. Not at the greatest price though. Is sitting at 2 TCs himself. While the Viper should be playing 2 TCs. Still quite some idols, but Lancers are now dealing with the horse archers, so Viper stabilizes. Second Sacred Site, actually not under Viper's control. That's a bit disappointing. Could have been something. Okay, now goes for the Sacred Site again. Still has one here. And 2 under control of MarineLorD. He himself is sitting at 3 relics. The Viper has 1 relic here and the 5th one. Still relatively neutral here at the site. Really back and forth game, yeah. Viper maneuvering quite nicely to deal with all those attacks. Just felt like some more demos could have been an option. Some more repair at times. Okay, Viper trying to neutralize this. Should be outnumbered quite heavily here. If we look at that. So probably run away, but it's tough to see at all times. 104 population and 120 for MarineLorD. So solid advantage in that regard. Viper now with another Lancer raid. I think a big Castle Age play could make lots of sense for him. I would really like to see a trap against this Kremlin. I think could make so much sense. Oh, that Scholar is actually saved in the Stealth Forest. Good for him. Might get the other relic. And obviously now, okay, quite some reasonable gold income with the Sacred Sites. 400 per minute there for him. We'll lose that Scholar in exchange though. Still has another one at the bottom. Runs away with that one. Tries to save that Scholar, but won't. And yeah, that should be a really easy task. The question is like, how is water going to be? And I personally think Ruse... They aren't having the greatest water. Obviously, those attack ships can get lots and lots of upgrades for them. I think 1000 HP in the end, and you can get lots of attack upgrades. But still, I believe if Delhi goes for full water play and we get like 2-3 Sebex out, then MarineLorD might struggle quite a bit. Can go to Imperial Age though, and maybe with some siege himself could make a nice play. Meanwhile, that's all getting destroyed. And Viper, I think he needs to wall here, at least get some ships there to get some control. Now some micro here, demo is going deep. Viper moves away, what's happening here? And that could be a really good connection. Oh, Baglas are getting away, and I think at least all the fishing ships are being passed. And Viper survives here. Whew. Okay, now going for that fortified palisade gate. Seems like some repair behind this. MarineLorD goes for more knights, neutralizing that sacred site. And actually, like, pretty good for the Viper that he has those Baglas here to intercept. Does quite some damage, has to be happy with that. But only found 2 kills. How are Viper's resources looking when it comes to going Imperial Age? Not as good in comparison. Bagla pretty deep into the base here. And That's all fishing ships. So they have to move away. Or are there some in transition? Yeah, okay. Now some are becoming attack ships. And MarineLorD is in Imperial Age. What are Viper's next steps? Sits at 1.1k food. Maybe some raid here at the top with the knights could be something. Tries to get that sacred site back at the left-hand side. And now some more demos. Could make some wild kills here. If you wanted to go through with the demos. Oh, that's a close one. Oh, not the greatest positioning for the Viper. And yeah, we'll indeed lose that one. Buckler, that one is going really aggressively. Ay. Viper stabilized a bit? I would say so. But still a full age behind. Not the greatest food income to get to Imperial Age. Actually, 1.6k per minute is okay. Yeah, Viper should have the last relic. Yeah, it's 2 relics for him against 3 relics. Viper now even getting that sacred site. Contesting that one at the left-hand side. So his gold income can't be too bad. And now goes Imp. Hissar Academy. So wants to go for some tower elephants. And Viper is just crazy good. Crazy good if we play wild scenarios in the very late game. Demo. Oh, getting micro back. Maybe some more healing. Maybe some repair could be good. Okay, Viper goes for some more demos here. None over there. And what happened here? That looked like a demolition ship. Oh, maybe some demos in exchange. Could be really nice for him. Another demo could maybe explode before the dock finishes. Indeed, that's the case. Oh, the demo spawned and instantly died. Perfect timing. Viper won't even get the resources back. And all those docks are gone now. Needs to redock the left-hand side. Has to go for demos over here. Viper still 3 sacred sites, so gold income is reasonable for him. Has a keep over here. I like that quite a bit. Like that will be the spot where we will see more raids in the future. We have knights now, non-elite so far. And what is Viper going for? He takes up to elite on his lancers. On the other side, we have, elite knights as well. So it seems like both players deciding mobility is a good thing in this world. Demo. Ooh. Nah, didn't get anything done. Still 15 minutes for that upgrade. Oh, God. Is that still the case? 15 minutes? Oh, no. Yeah. So will be the crazy good demos for MarineLorD most likely. While Viper still has to fight with... Yeah, Castle Age demos till minute 40. I think Viper could maybe consider building... I think like 4 houses here and a dock there could connect everything, right? Let me think about this. Where is our mosque? Can't we see the connection here? Apparently not. Needs 10 more scholars. Well, right now it's not connected, right? He has 6 scholars, I believe. No, only 3 scholars and 1 mosque not needed or not used. So I think that will be the main thing. But Viper clearly needs to get those upgrades rolling for himself. Okay, Madrasa now. Oh, more demos. Oh, this will be simply the unit of the game right now. And that could be a big one against all those villagers. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Poi. Let's see how much we can wall, how much water can dictate the game here. Viper still with his bugglers, doing an okay job. I think John Chebek could be nice. 50 villagers on wood. Not a single one on gold right now. 2 sacred sites obviously helping out. 2 relics helping out. Would love to see him contest the left-hand sides as well again. Now another dock. Who's winning right now? I can't really say. Population looks better for MarineLorD. I don't know how the civilizations play out in late game. That's why I'm struggling so much. Elite Knights. Seems like we also have the university already, right? Yeah. Biology is finished. Like a soft Chagla? What? That can't be right. Okay, Sacred Site for the Viper under control again. Lancer. And now goes for the archer ranges with the scholars, so goes for better production there. Goes for the elite upgrade on those crossbows. Here's our academy. Oh, it constantly generates food based on the number of technologies researched. Oh, I didn't even know. I thought he was going for the other one. Okay, but keep goes up here most likely, and then siege war, and that one should be better for our roost player, right? But not a lot of siege in production. Springald range, the only thing that we see right now. 2 bombards. Okay. Sacred Site neutralized at the left-hand side again. Viper probably wants to send something in there. And do we see the upgrades? Yeah, we see the in the furthest away docks. And Viper, is he connecting everything now? Still 21 minutes. 13 minutes here. I think we need like a wall of connections. And Lancer upgrade also might take some time. Hi. That's why Delhi is not like that much on this map. Because often games go to Imperial Age, and Delhi just has such a long time frame where they are really weak in Imperial Age. Because they need the upgrades, they are waiting for the upgrades for so long. Look at that. That one again also takes 5 minutes. We have this one taking 15 minutes. So it's basically a siege workshop that he can't use. So how you want to play it is you build one siege workshop at home, get all the upgrades, and produce out of the front siege workshops. Do it like I say, not like Viper plays it. Pop 190 for both players, basically. Okay. Viper can't be too unhappy with this. Goes for the retreat here. What is he doing? Run away with the bombard. It's so costly. Goes for more siege workshops. Makes lots of sense. And that will be the upgrades lost then. Ay. More demos here at the side. And yeah, Viper just has to wait so long to get a proper water army. Now as elite lancers though can consider fighting here. University not having the upgrades done yet. Viper sits at 96 military, 50 only for MarineLorD. Way better economy for MarineLorD. Viper is taking this engagement quite nicely, and bombards are likely going to fall. Crossbows to follow this one up. Elite crossbow upgrade could be flying in at some point as well. Still pop 190. Viper quite a lot of wood and gold. Maybe could go for some Zebex here. Bombards are doing some damage here against the castle. Likely to fall. That's going to be 30 dead villagers. Streltsy being added in, but I don't think they will do too much in those numbers. Viper with some beautiful animation cancelling is chasing those down, and so many elite knights are falling, and that is with Viper having less upgrades, so pretty impressive stuff there. Let's take a look at those upgrades. He has still so many in the queue, as you can see. Biology still a solid 12 minutes to go, and that's because he built the madrasa out of the influence range. So certainly quite some misplays there by Viper in the long run, but still quite some solid macro. And just imagine if this game goes another 10 minutes, Viper will actually have all his upgrades finished. Maybe more gold banked up as well. MarineLorD 22 on gold, 20 idols here, but that's mainly fishing ships, some villagers. Keep will finish. I think this is the spot where you want to go for some healing. So many units low on HP. Whew. Still some bombards around. Streltsy easily dies here. An ambitious one. Now the big question is like, what parts of the pizza are we getting? Voyager attack ship might actually die here. Okay. Viper still takes 210 damage from that distance. Holy moly. Think more demo spam here at the side could still be something. Just to put some threat into the head of your opponent. Hoi, what a good game. More upgrades now again. Viper, is that connected? Probably not. Okay, how do I find out if stuff is under the influence? This is under influence. This is under influence. This is not. It is under influence, right? Is it just taking 15 minutes? Yeah, please don't look at the score. Click on the mosque. Okay. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it stops here. So mistakes were made. Oh, that madrasa is. No, it's not. Why is there no plus above it? Why is there no plus above that one? Although it's directly next to a mosque. Look at that. Mining camp plus, madrasa no plus. I'm confused. Okay, a solid amount of bombards. Madrasa acts as a mosque? Ah, okay. But still like 9 minutes for those upgrades. Holy moly. Okay, another keep here. Viper still wants to finish those upgrades. God, do they take long. 8 more minutes. Does Viper want to contest the left-hand side, or is it like full focus on the right-hand side here? He has to garrison scholars in madrasa. And you can you do up to 20 scholars in the madrasa? Okay. Oh, that's pretty much out of position. Mangonels here. Don't think this will be too good for MarineLorD against all those bombards. We still have the crossbows behind this one. Viper got so many upgrades that are still in the queue. I think Viper kind of wants to chill this game out and prolong it. But the problem is, that means that MarineLorD will continue having 3 pizza pieces while the Viper sits on 2 pizza pieces. Oh no, that's another bad fight for the Viper. So yeah, bombards behind are doing some damage, but oh no, those are some losses. Okay, now 4 mangonels, 2 bombards, 2 springles. Viper's tower is not finishing. I think Viper needs to move away with his bombards. Actually moves in further in. Goes for the kills against the mangonels, but he needs to deal with the springles and bombards here. Otherwise, he will lose everything. And now he's down to 4 bombards. Make it 3 bombards. Make it 2 bombards. And 1 goes wild. All the bombards are lost. Viper drops down below pop 150. Has to move away from this one. And it's not looking pretty for him. Holy moly. And Viper's getting pushed away. Hoi, oi, 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 oi. And all the siege simply so good here for the Viper, for our player from France. And Siege Workshop still all getting cancelled now. Those upgrades are all stopped. And that's what you need to do. You need to have a Siege Workshop close at home for all the upgrades. Now goes for some more production here. Has to go for the left-hand side control. But, ay. That's going to be an ugly one. Demos now being added. I don't mind that. Demo upgrade. Still 5.5 minutes to go, though. Think you simply needed to connect those buildings. Think some houses. I think the dock over here, right? You only went like 2 houses away, dock there, and then get the crucial upgrades. It feels really exposed, but I think it's the way to go. Oh, Viper now goes for feudal age archers. Oh no, against elite horsemen. Yeah, I don't think this is really the way to go. He probably knows, okay, gold income will be extremely limited, so he has to go for what we would call trash units. Units that don't cost gold. Elite craftsmen finally finishing. Delhi is all about castle age. Yeah, that was why I was so confused by the civilization pick. I personally think Chinese are just so much better than Delhi here. Imperial Age is crazy. You have crazy good ships as well. Hi. What obviously Delhi was allowed to do is not suffer to the scout rush of the Rus too much, because they had the archers as a defense. Once you have one fishing ship out, you're fine against the mass scouts potentially. But now look at that. Attack from the left-hand side by MarineLorD. Attack from the right-hand side. And this one looks like a really good set for MarineLorD. And after winning 3 Winter Series, looks like Winter Championship might be his as well. That demo not connecting here, and veteran archers now. 1 war elephant at the front, but is that really enough? Scorpions, okay. Or not scorpions, springles from distance, but obviously springlet range so much better here for our Rus player. An archer from distance, not the craziest one. Streltsy in the back, dealing so much damage. Hallelujah. Could even deal with the elephant if they focus that one down. Spearman around as well. And Viper simply won't really have the numbers. Still trying to repair here. And Springald won't even find the kill. Full repair on a bombard will be enough. And Viper pushed away. No demos around to really intercept here. Quite a sad thing. 3 Buglers could have easily helped in this engagement as well. Weren't really pulled. 170 population still against 200 though, with lots and lots of resources in the bank. 7k wood. So MarineLorD maybe could think about playing a bit differently. Now crossbow around, which aren't great against elite horsemen. 1 elephant at the front to buffer. Does still a solid 100 damage against those horsemen, but he needs to take the fight. Well, it feels like MarineLorD just running around, tries to find some kills now. Hi. 13 actively researched items. What, really? We're going for 13 upgrades right now? Looks like it. Holy moly. Holy moly. Yeah. And all those will line up pretty soon. Look at that. Now all the economy upgrades for the Viper are lining up. Military upgrades will finish pretty soon as well. And yeah, I think Delhi, not really a civilization that plays too well on Imperial Age. And Confluence, a map that very often goes onto Imperial Age, so, or till Imperial Age. So I just feel like a big civ advantage here for MarineLorD on this map. Especially the Nubia River was an option as game number 5. Chinese still here. I'm a bit surprised how this one was picked with the civilizations. Maybe we have to go back to the drawing board. Viper getting raided at the left-hand side. Now economy in kind of shambles here in the back as well. Pop 140. Streltsy are dealing with everything. And MarineLorD will go into the finals of the Winter Championship. And we'll have the winner of Hera and Wham playing him in another best of 5. Could be an absolute banger here. MarineLorD in tippy-toppy shape. Obviously the big favorite to take the whole thing down. Going into the set after he had such great performances. Viper with quite solid games. But in the end did not work out for him. I think Delhi simply cost him here. And yeah. I predicted the 3-1 for MarineLorD, but it felt the Viper with a bit better preparation or a bit like different civilization choices could have been his set as well. I will talk to him afterwards and maybe learn a bit, because maybe he had some thought process where I'm completely wrong and I overlooked something. On level 1, for me, it felt like civilization choices could have been different. The Nubia River played Delhi, Chinese played on